Yeah, something that I always find interesting when these large protests are going on, like the Freedom Convoy right now in Ottawa, is that, when you look at the news and the official sources, so to speak, with the mayor and, yeah, basically all of the corporate news, you're going to see certain talking points and narratives that are shared by pretty much every outlet, and they are going to differ from what you see if you're watching a lot of live streams and just basically people taking pictures and filming and talking on site. So as I'm watching this from both angles, I've begun to see a few of these narratives, right, forming and talking points forming, and there's a few, and two that I've seen repeated a lot now. It's basically was what the mayor here of Ottawa is going to tell us. So I'm going to show you a clip.
He said, I thought it was reprehensible that people were putting anti-mask signs and upside down Canadian flags at the Terry Fox statue. We have video of people dancing on the grave of the unknown soldier. We had to tow people away who were parked at the National War Monument.
Yeah, you see that there, right? And I'm going to show you another source where they're talking about the same
You
point.
say seat of the ground, but as I said to Councillor McKenney, there are people who support this protest because it began as a demonstration against cross-border vaccine mandates, and now have people joining because they are not extremists, but they don't want the government to dictate what they should or should not do. What do you say to those people who don't see themselves as doing any kind of harm, but who have stepped forward to show their support?
I think that they have to understand that they are marching in the shoes of neo-Nazis. They are giving support and succor to racists and bigots and bullies. I understand that people can have different views on health concerns and on vaccinations. I don't agree with them, not at all, but they have the democratic right to come and do that. Unfortunately, the extremists have either taken over the agenda or actually helped develop the agenda. We don't really know yet. But we do know what we've seen with our own eyes. And we do know that we have seen a statue of Terry Fox basically defaced. We've seen people urinate on the war memorial. I mean, the list goes on and on. What have they accomplished? They've accomplished nothing more than angering Canadians, the vast majority of whom are supportive of national vaccine mandates. And so, yes, let them come and protest the actual health issues, but they
Yeah, he goes on and on. I'm gonna show you, let's see if I can find here another clip. So this is the
and the
Saskatchewan
individuals that
premier.
have done these actions that, whether it's dancing on the tomb of the unknown soldier, whether it's, putting flags and such on Terry Fox, a very icon of this nation, whether it's, harassing people in any business, in particular, people that might be working in a homeless shelter. These
Okay, so I'm gonna maybe address the homeless shelter thing in another video, but you can see here in these three clips, it's they are repeating the same. There are many points actually, but two of the points are the dancing on the grave of the unknown soldier, and also defacing monuments, which is this statue of a guy called Terry Fox, I think, a Canadian marathoner. And this I'm seeing these points repeating on all media news outlets, right? So I think I'm gonna show you what they're talking about, right? So I'm gonna show you first a little news clip, a news article about the same topic. This is also about the defacement of Terry Fox statue, right? And you can see here, and it's kind of interesting that they're clipping this part of the statue, right? You can barely see he has a hat on, and you can't see anything else really. It looks like he has a flag or something draped over him. And let's see. So I'm going to show you the video here of the supposed they said people dancing on the tomb of the unknown soldier. So I'm gonna play this clip through first, and we'll see what happens. It's just repeating. So this is just repeating over and over. So what you can see here is her standing on this part here, which is, I saw in another video, this is the grave of the unknown soldier. So this is what they described as people dancing on the graves, basically. And for me, dancing on graves means like you're dancing on a grave to disrespect whoever's in the grave, in the tomb. I don't know, man. To me, it doesn't sound... I see this, I don't see it as that bad. Maybe you would differ, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you're not supposed to walk on this, but it seems to me she's basically just standing up on something so she can get up a little bit higher to scream about freedom. She seems, maybe she's a little bit drunk or something, I don't know, but it doesn't seem that bad that this would be an outrage. This one person doing this one time in this protest of tens of thousands of people. So the other part they were talking about was the defacing of a statue of Terry Fox, the marathoner from Ottawa, right? So let's look at that. This is video from on site from that statue. So you can see the base of the statue here. Someone put a sign, "We stand against tyranny and New World Order," or something. I don't know if this is supposed to be on the statue or something. It seems maybe this is kind of folded up. Someone left their sign here. And we'll see more of the statue here. Oh, he had one leg or something. Oh, okay. So maybe he was... I didn't really look into the story, but... I guess he was a famous marathoner with one leg. Pretty cool, impressive for sure. So they put a sign in his arms which says, "He will not divide Canada." So I guess this refers to Trudeau, right? It's a positive message, I would say. He will not divide Canada. It's not like hateful or something. It's quite a message of unity, right? What more can you see here? Let's see, they turn around. Okay, so what they did was they draped him in a Canadian flag, kind of like a cape, I guess, which you would see in a sporting event. You know, when someone wins a race, they usually get a flag from someone, put it over their shoulder and run around with it like a cape, you know. So this was described by the previous people I showed as defacing a statue, a monument, right? So they described this as defacing this precious statue of this famous, I guess, marathoner from Ottawa. And I would say, I'm sure this man was very loved, and but I don't think this is defacing this statue. I mean, I guess people could have different opinions, but I mean, the opinion would be that you shouldn't put anything on a statue, I would suppose. But if you're gonna put this on the statue, I feel like they're using him as a hero figure, if anything. They're putting a Canadian flag on him, like a hero's cape or something, and a message of unity. I mean, it's against Trudeau for sure, but it's a message of unity for the people. So I would say these two talking points are not really what they're portrayed to be in the media. But you can judge for yourself. I don't know. And also, it's two minor events in a massive rally, massive demonstration by tens of thousands of people. It does not define the whole thing, I would say.